Most of my business is pretty balanced between helping sellers and helping buyers. So when I'm working with my buyers, I'm gaining education and knowledge that helps my conversation with my sellers. And when I'm working with my sellers, the opposite's happening. I'm able to learn things from the seller and the seller's perspective that I can then pass along to my buyers. Let's say there's a house that's listed at $515,000. My buyer comes in and they like, I want to pay $490,000. Well, psychologically, there's a line that seller is not wanting to cross. That line is going to be it starts with a 5. If they're priced in that low 500 range, is it possible we could get something in the 4s? It's possible, but it's not as likely. And that's that strategy of saying, what is the most likely scenario that we can write to get your offer accepted? Sometimes buyers have this mentality of, I need to win. If you don't get the house, you didn't win. You didn't get the home you wanted to have. And so sometimes it's a matter of a strategy of making sure that what we're doing is going to get you that right house. And one of the things I'm doing in the process is I'm talking to the other agent. I'm doing everything I can to determine what is that seller's motivation. I won't necessarily be able to find out why is the seller moving, but I can try and find out their motivation. And one of the things that's important with any realtor is to make sure that whoever your realtor is, that they have a great relationship with the other realtors in the community. It's an interesting dynamic. We are competitors, but while we're competitors, we have to work together. And so, if we're going on a listing appointment or we're trying to, start working with a new buyer, we may be competing against one another, but let's say myself and another agent are competing for this listing and I got the listing and the other agent didn't get that listing. Well, guess what? Now I've put the listing on the market. That agent who didn't get the listing, who was competing against me, they now have a buyer and that buyer's interested in the home. They now write that offer. I have to cooperate and work in a good way with that agent. So the better we cooperate and work together, the better it is for everyone involved. By having good relationships with the other realtors in my area in Vancouver, the beautiful thing about that is when I pick up the phone and I call, they're going to have a conversation with me. We're friends. We actually, spend time together at association events, industry events, things that are happening in the community. So we come together and we have those relationships that allow me to gather information that is helpful for you, whether you're buying the house or selling the house.